Hello fantasy lovers, welcome to my channel. FPL is now over and we have to wait for 2 months. So in the meantime, let's play Euro 2020 Fantasy, which will be played from 11th of June to 11th of July. So today I will share all the basic information and rules that you need to play this fantasy game, which is completely free of cost. Before moving forward, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for notification. With that being said, let's get started. First and foremost, we need to understand what are match days. Euro 2020 Fantasy Football works by match days just like game weeks in our FPL. There are 7 match days in total, corresponding to the 3 rounds of games in the group stage plus a round of 16 quarter-finals, semi-finals and final. Now coming to budget. In Euro 2020 Fantasy Football, each player is assigned a virtual prize. You will get an initial 100 million euro to spend on your squad, which rises to 105 million from the round of 16 onwards. Now coming to squad size. To get started, you will need to pick a squad of 15 players that contains 2 goalkeepers, 5 defenders, 5 midfielders and 3 forwards. Now there is a limit on how many players you can select from one national team, and this limit changes as the tournament progresses. For the group stage, you can pick a maximum of 3 players from the same team. From the round 16, you can pick a maximum of 4 players from the same team. For the quarterfinals, you can pick a maximum of 5 players from the same team. For the semi-final, you can pick a maximum of 6 players from the same team. For the final, you can pick a maximum of 8 players from the same team. Now coming to formation, you can choose any formation for your team as long as you have picked 1 goalkeeper, at least 3 defenders, at least 2 midfielders and at least 1 forward in your starting 11 from your 15 player squad. Now once your starting 11 is selected, you need to pick a captain. That player's point will be doubled for that match day. Once all games on the first day of match day have finished and before the other games have kicked off, you can sub out your captain or switch the captaincy to another player who hasn't played yet within the match day. If your original captain hasn't scored as many points as you would like, this gives you the chance to double the score of a different player you think will do better in that match day. If your captain doesn't play on a particular match day and you haven't made any substitution during that match day, your captain will be automatically subbed out. However, his replacement won't get the captain's double point bonus. If your captain doesn't play in a match day where you have made other substitution, your captain won't be subbed out and none of your players will score double for that match day. Now there is a tip. Select a captain from a team playing on the first day of match day. That way, if he doesn't score as many points as you would have liked, you can switch captain to one of your players who is playing later in that match day. Now coming to substitutions. Between match days, you can make as many substitutions within your squad as you like. After all matches on a single day have finished and before the next matches within that match day kick off, you can sub out a maximum of 4 players unless they have been sent off and replace them with any of your substitutes whose teams are yet to play within the match day. If you don't make substitution or change your captain within a match day, some of your players might be automatically subbed out if they have not played during the match day. You can order your substitute by priority in case of your starting 11 doesn't play that match day. Now coming to transfers. Transferring players in and out of your squad helps you to get more points throughout the tournament. Before Euro 2020 kicks off, you can make as many transfers as you like as long as you stay within the budget. You can also make as many transfers as you like between the group stages and round of 16. Throughout the competition, you get free transfers each match day. The number of free transfers you can make depends on the stage of the tournament. For every transfer you make beyond your quota of free transfers, you will have 4 points deducted from your points total. If you don't use your free transfers between match days, you will only be able to carry one forward to the next match day, meaning you can't stockpile free transfers over several rounds. And once the knockout stage starts, you can't carry any free transfers forward between match days. Now coming to the chips available in the Euro 2020 fantasy football. We will have two chips which can only be used once each throughout the whole tournament. First, wildcard. The wildcard gives you the chance to change your squad as much as you like. When you play it, you can make free unlimited transfers and any player you transfer in will stay in your squad once that match day has finished. If you have made already transfers ahead of a match day and then play your wildcard, the transfers you have made previously will be cancelled along with any points deduction. The second chip is Limitless. Limitless gives you the chance to change your squad for one match day only, just like a free hit. When you play it, you get unlimited free transfers for that match day with no budget restrictions. Once the match day has finished, your squad will return to how it was before you played Limitless. If you have already made transfers ahead of a match day and you then play Limitless, the transfers you have made previously will be cancelled along with any points deduction. Now coming to the most important topic, that is scoring. How the points being scored for all types of players. Throughout Euro 2020, your players will score points based on their real life performances. Some actions are rewarded the same amount of point regardless of the player's positions. Others vary depending on where each player plays. Now I think you are familiar with the rules and scoring. Now create your draft team and give it a unique name, and then you can start joining two types of leagues and can play with your friends or all over the world. Now there are two types of leagues, private leagues and public leagues. Private leagues gives you the chance to battle for bragging rights among your friends, family and colleagues. Public leagues are of three types. One is overall, where players are all around the globe. Second is a league which will contain players from your own country, and third will be a league where players will be of same supporting Euro 2020 team. Your team will be automatically included in these three leagues. Now join our fantasy league by providing this code. So that's all for now. I will be bringing more contents related to Euro 2020. So stay tuned for upcoming weeks. Thanks for watching the video, and if you like the video, do like, share and comment. Subscribe the channel if you loved my content.